what the heck's going on with my stream? Why does it have exclamation mark title as part of the title? Hello? I swear, like, technology works backwards. Like, it wasn't working until why does it do this? Drops not enabled. Ha 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 ha, suckers. Coaching GM Echo. No, I mean, I did it. But it didn't do it. Like, I kept updating it, and now it's all, like, goofed up. So hopefully that's better now. I have no idea what the heck was going on there. Yeah, interesting music choice. I mean, it's better than like a non-copyright polka, which wasn't that long ago. Hey, boy. You see the Hanzo Chard? No. See, you guys are just sadistic. I put that in the title so you'll click, right? It's clickbait. Welcome, right? You click it because you're like, aha, I wonder if he doesn't. And then you're like, oh, it does have drops. Well, I might as well stay and empty my wallet. That's what we're aiming for. It doesn't always work, but you can't hurt to try. You're getting a new PC soon because I didn't give back. I'm well, thank you. Good luck with the new PC. Hopefully that works out well. You're assuming your wallet isn't already empty? I mean, if you're eating, your wallet isn't empty. Like people say, I don't want to take the food out of your mouth. No, I would gladly take the food right out of your mouth. Starve or support me? Starve, or actually you should be starving. Go ahead. You're eating your leather wallet right now. Pawn it and send what you've got over PayPal. Okay. We're gonna be coaching some Echo from Disperse. We've got a VOD from a BH tryout. You got approval with BH. So they said it was okay. So I said it was okay, and so we're gonna be going over it. This is gonna be fun though, because like, I've coached a pretty good amount of Echo when it first came out, and then Echo wasn't meta for a long time because she wasn't meta. Okay, she was meta, but she just wasn't quite as strong because the heroes that were very meta were not good with Echo. But then she came back again, like as soon as I had already quit coaching, which was like November. So it's been a long time since I've coached Echo, and I haven't really coached a lot of Echo. Probably the least amount of coaching I've done is with Echo and maybe Symmetra, those two heroes in particular. So this will be a little bit of a learning experience for me, as well as an execution of attempting to give coaching. But as you guys, any of you guys who saw my Tracer VOD yesterday, especially with a hero that you have like a familiarity of how how their abilities work, you don't really need to know all the micro little details to coach an Echo, and even at the GM level, or even at the quote-unquote pro level that we're about here at. Like if we're talking about Tracer yesterday, a lot of it was like knowing your role, which we can pretty much solve with Echo, and then how you're functioning as a team player, your timing, your positioning, things like that. And so much of that stuff, sorry, I'm moving stuff around. So much of that stuff is hero specific, but it's more of how the hero does it. And so if I see you not doing it, like your positioning is crap or your timing is crap, I don't need to know exactly what's the micro best way of using your right click or the way to exploit the cooldown. I just can tell you your timing is way off. You're feeding. Your ult usage, we can look at your ult usage to be like, are you getting good value out of your ultimates? Are you getting good value of your cooldowns? Are you positioning properly? And then the most important thing that you can do, this is actually something that you guys can take away from it for your own self-reviews, is question everything. It gets a little bit tedious for the first couple of times at least, but question everything. Like, is there a better place for me to be positioned? Could I have used my cooldowns better there? Should I have waited? Should I have used it 5 seconds ago? Was I on the right target? Am I in the proper position? How do I want to be using my ultimate? But seriously, like, question everything. Because even though you don't always come to the right answer, you're going to be causing yourself so that you're significantly more likely that you're coming to the right answer, and you're setting yourself on the road towards finding the proper answer in the long run anyway, right? Because you might get it wrong this one time, but if you continually question and ask and question and ask and question and question and think about it, you will improve. Like, the great players aren't the players that just got handed the answers. They had to go out and find them, or they had to go out and figure them out on their own. So, like, our goal here is to be, like, kind of get that player on that mindset, but then obviously to give him some, or her some guidance on how to play better. Let's preach you. Shut up. You quit coaching? I quit team coaching, yeah. was no longer feasible. I had an owl trial that left a really, really sour taste in my mouth, so I've decided to move on for quote-unquote greener pastures elsewhere. But in the meantime, while I'm between that, because I'm researching, oh, this looks just awful. What is going on? Why is it sticking out like that? That just looks absolutely awful. Dang it. I had this big thing planned out that I was gonna like. There. Is that better? Is that better? I'm trying to make this chat. Somebody chat. Start talking. I'm struggling. Like, okay, good enough. Is that like super disruptive? It's kind of big.
I got it! Weird, yesterday I was 23 months, now I am 24 months.
I mean, at this rate, you're going to be paying my rent, Zon. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good to see you, mate. So far, 2 streams in a row with no issues, so thank you. I mean, yeah, you have to go through Owl Trial. Like, if you get one. Like, I got 1 Overwatch League trial. One. Western coaches, man, and Owl Scouting in general is super sus. I'm salty as all get out, and I don't care. Like, whatever. I'm retired, so I can be a salty old, toot about it. I gave it my all for 2 years, so whatever. What is that square? It's to make the chat more visible. You're useless. You're useless, Kim said. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. You're useless. Your mom is useless. Okay. So BH trial, like we talked about. I'm not going to talk too much about compositions because they are obviously force-fed, these compositions, and this is probably something that you're seeing a lot of in those trials. This is the meta composition, composition revolving around map control, flanks, and looking for pressure on the relatively squishy backline, but you can't get there until you clear out the flanks. And usually, fights are won or lost before you even dive the Zen. That's generally like, whoever uses their Discord better, whoever's echoes better with their abilities, winning the duel, Tracer winning duel, ball, pressure timing ball, not feeding, Brig landing her cooldowns, lots of things like that. So it's like obviously the goal is to get to the backline, but you can't skip steps. You got to clear out angles. So, you IRL? Okay. Anyway, with Echo, you are the primary DPS dealer. You are the one that's putting a lot of pressure. But you also have to think about things similarly to a Tracer, that you're playing angles as much as you can. Now, you need support on those angles. You can't be completely isolated because if you get discorded and there's a Tracer on you, you're going to be in rough spots. But you can't just like fly in and start shooting Sigma, and you can't just stand AFK on main and shoot Sigma in Zen because you're not going to really get anything done. You don't have a Mercy Pocket, so you need to be playing around your armor packs and your Harmony Orb, and you need to be clearing angles and then winning duels, clearing angles and winning duels, clearing angles and winning duels. And when I say winning duels, I don't always mean you being mechanically better, although that is a huge part of it. A lot of it is you playing safe when you need to play safe, playing aggressive when you need to play aggressive. In other words, when their Echo overextends and gets discorded, that's when you look to duel her. When you have Harmony, that's when you look to duel their Echo. You look to duel their Echo not all the way in front of their Zen, but where the Zen can't see. So like you're always trying to take a duel, you're always trying to fight dirty, right? We go over this a lot when I coach Widowmaker. Like a big part of Widowmaker isn't mechanics, but about fighting smart, like treating it like a strategic chess match, right? And not just how you use your abilities, but where and when you take fights. And the same thing goes with Echo. You could be the world's greatest mechanical Echo, but if you play too aggressive or mistime things, you'll lose a lot of the duels because the enemy Echo will always be a better support. So I want to see you be clearing out angles, putting out as much pressure as you can in early fight, and then obviously we will be looking at more at ability usage than we would with Tracer because Tracer, a lot of her abilities are kind of how she moves and how she survives. With Echo, your abilities are just how you play the game. It's everything. So yeah, you think Gizna could pull off far in this comp? Yes, but it would be incredibly difficult. He'd have to be. The thing with far on this comp is to get space. You have to like win the duel against the Echo. Like you have to clear out Echo, which means you have to hit directs, and you have to hit directs consistently because there's no hit scan here. But Tracer, Sigma, even Ball, but most importantly Discord and Echo are a big pain in the butt. Big pain in the butt. Not just for you, your Mercy. Like I remember when Echo first came out, we tried playing Pharmacy into her and testing, and Mercies died off of cooldown. Like they weren't used to dealing with Echo, of course, but even now Mercies have to be really, really scared of Pharah or of Echo. Disperse. Okay, so we're going to focus on your role with the comp. Are you playing angles? How are you using your abilities? You know this is a mirror. Okay. Now, chat, this is going to sound really stupid. What's the cooldown of right click? I want to see what cooldown. Okay, so 6 seconds. So, like, I think the first thing I'd say here is, like, it's nothing major, but you could probably right click this without too much of an issue. Obviously, it's either you right click this or you're going to right click the ball. So it wouldn't be against it. If Sigma's showing shield, it's worth sticking. But it might be. Well, actually, I don't know. It might be that you don't want to right click this early because you're going to feed Sigma shift, because the Sigma can shift right now without really losing anything. He's going to try and build up his pre-HP before fight. So not a big deal. I'm going to stop occasionally to talk about micro because I'm kind of like talking myself through it, but I won't go too in detail. Okay, so here's the really important thing. The really important thing with you doing this here is your timing, okay? Now, chat, are we hard engaging right now? Are we like committing on this fight? I'm not going to really give you guys a lot of time to answer, but I'm just going to keep rolling on, okay? You're not really hard engaging. No, you're not really hard engaging because your Tracer's not in position because she's pushing cart. Understandable. You guys wanted to get your backline into a good position. Neither is your ball engaging hard, okay? So your priority here is your job is to A, either shoot the same things that your team is shooting, or B, put pressure on this team so that they're shooting you and that they're not shooting your backline. Because if your backline's not shot at here, you guys will win shield war, which means you guys will win and hold this position, whereas these guys will have to back off and maybe even drop off depending on how hard they lose. So you kind of have to pick and choose here. Which is going to do more? You attempting to land shots on their ball or echo? Obviously not, way too far away. Or shooting backline. Obviously very easy, static location, easy shots. So if there is an echo here, this would be where you would take an echo duel. Now, no echo would play here, but this, for example, this would be where you take an echo duel because you would have, Harmony Discord advantage. You could kind of maybe LOS their Discord or their Zen shots, and their echo could not. However, echo is obviously not playing there, so this is where you put your shots. So what I'm saying here is this is properly timed. You are properly positioned. You are on an angle. You have cover. And you are timing, like I said, your abilities at the same time as your team is peeking out. So that this should be a successful play in terms of what you're trying to get it done. Yeah, so like you could even see there, they're backing off. Maybe you got a pack from the Zen. That's great. And now what this means for you guys is because you guys got the, arguably you guys got the advantage of that trade, there's a high chance here that you'll be able to clear this ball out early. So what I want you to do here is I want you to immediately, okay, you're about to do that. Immediately transition your primary fire to ball and help your ball clear him out. Okay, you really need to hit those right clicks. I'm not sure like where you aimed, but these right clicks need to land. Like every time you use your right click, it's a window of pressure, right? And if you're missing your right click, that's significantly reducing the damage you're doing at this range. Especially because, again, these guys want to kind of stand in a clump. That right click needs to land. Okay, I don't mind you keep peeking. So you can kind of see here, like this is what I'm talking about in terms of like timing. Your ball is not following the same logic that I'm giving you. Like for example, right now, this is a problem, right? Your ball is shooting their ball, but your ball can be shot by their echo, he can get Discord, and nobody but your ball can shoot their ball. Maybe you could a little bit, right? So this is essentially a 1v5. Even though it's just for a little bit, we'll play this at really slow. Do you see how like that little bit of damage that he's taking from Tracer and the fact that he forces Harmony? This is a bad trade. This is your ball feeding, and this can put you at a back foot for the rest of the fight because it's hard to heal this up, right? It takes a long time. So you guys probably have to back off here. This is not good of your ball.
Adjusting angle of attack.
I'm not really a huge fan of the pressure there. Like you should be shooting who is like you want to go to a position that's good for you and shoot whoever threatens you or whoever you can see. For example, right now, how much more? It's so much, especially because he's already in ball form. That's a visual bug. Okay, right now, your pressure is significantly more valuable on the people that are easier to shoot. Who right now, especially because you have right click, these are the people that are going to be easier to shoot. This is where you get more pressure right now. So I would prefer you to shoot this given the circumstances, because I'm not sure if maybe Borkin baited you. You thought he was engaging, but Borkin's just gonna, he's out of there, man. He's gone. So right now your focus needs to be on the people that are threatening you. Do you guys remember the Tracer VOD we did yesterday where we said, the ball, pressure the Tracer, and then all of a sudden a pocket of Echo showed up on his angle? Now screw your priorities. Don't worry about who should I be shooting, ball or Tracer. Just shoot who's on your angle. Shoot who's on your angle. Bingo. And right now, your attention there opens up the opportunity for them to just, their Zen, Sigma, and Echo to go ridiculously aggressive. That ends up killing your Sigma. Now, this is not necessarily your fault to begin with. I think this is partially your ball's fault because, he stole Harmony. He took a lot of healing. He did no pressure, and then your Sigma didn't get support properly. But your attention is turned away from where you need to be looking at. Overwatch is literally just a game of resources. It's whoever uses the resources better. And their Echo did more than you did, not through mechanical prowess, just because she was shooting the proper targets and you were not. You got distracted by a ball, you removed yourself from the fight for about 3 or 4 crucial seconds, maybe not quite that long, but 2 or 3 crucial seconds, and now you're playing 5v6. Hello, Tesla. So I'm being very, very, very nitpicky, but it's not nitpicky when that has a logical contribution to you losing the fight. Right now, that's fine. Like, you're taking pot shots at ball. Nobody but ball can shoot you here. Now, chat, is this properly timed? How aggressive should we be going right now? Not super aggressive. It's probably a little early, but because your Sigma's showing shield, that's fine. But don't go hyper aggressive here. Right click, please. Great, great, great. That's it right there. That's it. All this needs to do is put a little bit of ult charge. Brandon, thank you for the fall. Put a little bit of ult charge, build you a little bit of ult charge, force an armor pack, force a Harmony orb, force Sigma shield, whatever. This is it. This is all you need. But you needed to land those right clicks. Okay. Right now, I just want you to be cautious. I want you playing near cover. I don't love this positioning here. This is better. Okay, because remember, your Sigma is no longer showing, so every single shot that Zen is shooting, or even the Sigma, if he can reach you, is coming your way, right? Your team is no longer applying pressure. Everybody's looking at you. It's okay to keep spamming passively there, but you cannot get your cooldowns forced, and you cannot be spammed out. Current patch? Yes. Good. Now you're going in with ball. This is it. Okay, so this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. Now, what made this work is because you started using cooldowns as your ball was going in. You started to play more aggressively as your ball was going in. And now your team can actually get a kill off of that because the Zen is no longer looking at you. He's looking at the ball, which means that it's easier for you to hit your shots. Bingo. This is post Signer. Wait, is it previous? I'm not sure. I don't really care. We will look at it later. Okay, so right now, all I want you to do is again reevaluate who's your biggest threat here and turn your focus to that. So don't continue to overextend here. But yes. Great. Now right now, all you have to do is survive. All you have to do is survive. You've reached a 2-man advantage. The biggest choke you could do here is to turn up the heat too hard. In other words, go too fast, go too aggressive, get too greedy. I want you to chill, relax, and focus on cleanup. This fight's won. The worst thing you could do right now is do what you're doing, or even what you're doing right now, honestly. I would even be having you rather shooting ball. I'd rather have you shooting ball. At this point. Okay, now get an angle. Where do you want to go? Do not use a cooldown here, please. Unless it's to gain height. Okay, so let me look at this way this thing is situated. Not a fan of where you're positioned. If this team does decide to recontest, you're going to be caught in the middle of nowhere. In this position here, you're either going to want to be playing like, you either want to be set up where you want to be, like looking to ult. For example, you could be playing like right here, okay, and copy like Brig and legit just go in hard and just basically buy space for your team, but you'd be playing a really aggressive angle. Or if you're wanting to copy Sigma, which is the more likely copy, you probably want to be playing right about here. Your Zen needs to be up here with you behind this thing, and you want to be spamming from here as they walk through this choke. And then you can spam, go in really aggressive, copy Sigma like here or here, and then obviously you have a great position for your Sigma, okay? Where you are right now is not good for anything. It's not good for you to go in aggressively. It's not good for you to go defensively and copy Sigma and play to spam them out. You don't really have a great safe position to spam these guys out. You're out in the middle of nowhere. So across the board, this positioning is just absolutely dog. Like, it's just absolutely dog. Like, this is just really bad. You've blown another cooldown here. You miss basically the most of your stickies, and now you're completely out in the open. You and your Zen are woefully mispositioned. Because here's the thing. If these guys peek this corner, you are not only easily within Zen LOS, but you have nowhere to hide, nor are you even a particularly good location for you to set up and use your ultimate. This is a really, really poor positioning from you and your Zen. If you guys had stayed here, easy LOS, easy spam range. If your Zen wants to play over here, fine, and you want to play up here, fine. But you have to have your corner, your cover, and an angle. And right now, you don't really have a great angle. You have no cover, nor are you set up properly to use your ultimate. Really poor positioning here. So you get the cap, thankfully, but you're really lucky here. This is a little odd. This is, again, another situation where you have to read the battlefield, okay? So I'm not going to nitpick on your positioning anymore. Your positioning is just atrocious here. You could literally just be holding mouse 1 here and be doing more than you're doing right now. Like, look at these follow-up kills that are just handing themselves to you that you're unaware of. Anyway, I wanted to, like, kind of, like, oh, your position, man. Like, it's just so bad. It's like you're going in aggressively, but yeah. Looking at the situation here, chat. Who should we be shooting and why? Remember, there are no rules. That's not true, but I'm gonna pretend there are no rules for target priority. There's no rule for target priority when you're playing Echo here. You shoot who's easiest. Who are you going to be able to do more damage to, more threat to, get more value? Like who's the easiest person to shoot right now? Like, look at the situation here. Is this a situation where you'd want to be like hard pressuring like Echo? Or Sigma right now? Zen, Brig, I mean anybody. Like not this. The reason you spend a lot of time dueling Echoes and shooting balls as Echo is because that's generally all you can shoot. It's generally because those are the people that you have to bully or kill or pressure so that then you can get to the easier targets. Language is hard. Right now, you surveyed the battlefield. You don't even see the Echo, the Zen, because you're mispositioned. But you have a Brig and a Sig standing right in front of you, and you have copy. And you choose instead to go for an Echo and a Ball who are nowhere near pressuring your team. Now, sometimes you might turn around and pressure Echo. Why? Because she's all the way in the middle of your backline. Like, she's like really in. But that's not even the case here. You have made nothing but bad positional choices and then bad target priority choices since this fight has started. And I don't even care about how you're using your cooldowns. Like, you see that? You miss your stickies. Now, mechanical failure, yes. But you also choose the hardest person to stick on the battlefield given this current situation. Again, I'm not saying don't shoot Echo. Just don't shoot Echo when there's a Brig right in your face. Like, I don't understand why I have to explain this. Look how much time you're wasting, and look at how easily this Sigma or Zen could have shot you. Now the Zen obviously is mispositioned, which means he's surviving. But let's say if the Zen's here, you're dead, my friend. You're absolutely dead. So not only are you at a risk of doing nothing, you're at a risk of dying. Oh, you're wasting so much time. Like, this Brig and Zen have been completely free. The Brig and Sig were mispositioned. Like, the Zen dropped, and these guys are like way too far out in the open. The Zen is completely out, and you're not punishing that. You're not punishing this. Remember, good decisions with how you use your cooldowns and good decision, it comes from good positioning. You're mispositioned, you choose the wrong targets, and then now you're screwed. So I'm gonna blame your positioning first, because I think it had a serious effect of your target priority mistake. Like, I don't even know what you're doing now. Like, I just don't even care. Like, you're worthless. Like, it's just not mechanics, man. It's just not. It's like, just what are you doing there? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so get an angle, shoot what's easy, pay attention to what your Zen can see and where your ball is going. Like, right now, the only reason you're shooting is to slow these guys down, to annoy, to force cooldowns, etc. Now, you know they have both support ults, so there's no reason for you not to feed ult charge here. Even though you already have your ult, just keep spamming. They already have their ults, you're not going to feed, you're just going to slow them down. That's good. But again, it's important that you don't get killed, that you don't get caught out of position, you don't lose a bunch of cooldowns right before the fight starts. You're only doing this to slow them down. You're not committing anything here. You wouldn't commit an ultimate here, so don't commit a cooldown here that you're not going to get before the fight starts. Okay? I hate myself. There we go. Fine. I don't like this. I really don't. Gosh. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Okay, chat. What am I going to say? What's the error here? Can you guys tell me what the error is here? I bet you some of you guys are going to get this wrong. I'm going to plug up my laptop. I bet you. If I had a farm, I would bet the farm that some of you guys are going to get this wrong. He's playing like a ball is Echo. No. I don't, no. Like big picture. Overextending when angles have been cleared, sure. Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Can your Zen see what's happening right now? Can your Zen see what's happening right now? Is your ball engaging right now? Is your Sigma spamming? Can you get armor pack? Is your Tracer dueling with you? No, this isn't complicated. You are taking a 1v6. And you going in to chase a Tracer that's way outside of your LOS, or your team's LOS, is still 1v6ing. Because if we look at the map, your team is over here, their team will soon be over here. You can't stop them from coming here. All right? You're not all set up to fight here. Half of your team is pushing cart. So you can't chase things over here. You can spam safely, but you can't chase things over there. Not yet. Maybe if the cart was like, here, and your Zen was like here, or, here. But they're not. What are you doing? Are you daft? Yes, the answer to that is yes, you are daft. I like, this isn't, you don't chase a Tracer. Sometimes you do chase a Tracer, but you chase a Tracer in your own backline, in your own area, not in their area. This is beyond bonkers, man. This is like, if your ball did this, it'd be feeding. If your Tracer did this, it'd be feeding. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just feeding. It's just feeding. Like, honestly, even your Sigma's positioning is feeding here. Because he shouldn't be this far exposed to where he would get his shield force this early. Because your Brig doesn't have good LOS. Like, if he wants to play here, maybe, and get, like, a little bit of early spam, but he's got to play really, really careful. Maybe he's pushing out for you, but, like, this is not good. This is not good. You're going to die here. Gosh, man. Like, that is just some special level of brain dead. Like, I don't know how you get to that point. You know? Like, how do you like let things go until you're committing errors at that egregious level? Like, it's abominable, man. Okay, now this is another question, chat. Now, shooting ball here. No. Ball does have LOS. This is a little greedy from their ball, but yeah, never mind. I was gonna make a point, but never mind. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this okay. Again, do you see what I'm talking about? So the question is target priority, okay? And a lot of the times, chat, as I already said, target priority is initially, originally it's who you want, who's easiest for you to kill. Zenyatta's target priority is tanks, generally, right? Reinhardt's target priority is the enemy Reinhardt, or the Genji's target priority is killing the Zenyatta. But like you have to understand that there's generally obstacles that prevent you from killing those people, and so you kind of have to whittle them down and play for space before you can kill backline. For you, you can like your target priority is like tanks, like the Sigma, the Zen, and right now you're like, okay, I see an Echo, right? Echo across the map. Now right now, if the Echo is here, you cannot go kill Zen Brig without getting rid of the Echo, right? But as the Echo backs away and you win this space, now this Echo is a clear target. And the danger is overextending for kills means that you walk in front of people that will then kill you. For example, you are like, oh, this Echo's low. If this Echo gives up space, yes, you might miss the kill. That sucks. But at the very least, you forced her out so that then you can then turn your attention and kill somebody else. Right? It's like dealing with rat and roach infestation, right? You might not kill every single rat, but if you get the rats down to a point to where they're no longer a big issue, you can devote a lot more attention to dealing with the roaches, right? Some of the rats will come back eventually, but you'll be better equipped to deal with them. There'll be fewer of them. It's an inch by inch and inch by inch by inch. Right? And right now you overextend for a kill, like right in front of the enemy Zen, and just instantly die. This is what should have happened on end of first point. That's just unnecessary. Do you think it's more of a doesn't know how to play the comp type thing? I mean, maybe. I'm not here to be, to be Mr. Psychologist, man, so I have no idea why they're making the errors that they are making. Okay? My point, like, I'm not your coach. I'll be honest. Like, I call myself coach, but I'm not coaching this player. Okay? I'm giving them guidance. I'm reviewing them. I'm coaching them a little bit. I'm giving them guidance. But like a coach, mental coach, whatever, would give them, talk with them and explain and talk them through this. All I'm doing is I'm giving Disperse the opportunity to see what he or she is doing in terms of errors that they need to correct. Whatever, how they correct those, I can offer advice, but I don't know the player. That is a good question. Okay, now, you need to be thinking, as Echo, how you need to be using your ultimate. So far, you've died twice, both times due to grossly mispositioning, but your goal, priority should always be, hey, I'm going to set up and use my ultimate. A lot of Echo players kind of treat their ultimate, not a lot of them, not necessarily you, but some Echo players treat their ultimate as like just second life, but I don't like that mindset. It should be treated as a second life like Winston Primal that you enable yourself to go hyper aggressive with. In other words, you plan on using your Echo ult. You have a target that you're looking to copy. For example, you're going to go, okay, I'm going to play this angle here. I'm going to go hyper aggressive on the Sig Zen, bait a lot of attention, bait a lot of space, and then copy the Sigma, right? Use it as a second life, but have a plan behind using that second life, if that makes any sense. I don't want you just like, oh, I panicked, I'm almost dead, I'm going to use it. That's no good. Because you could have already built up another Echo ult at this point, or almost had to build up another Echo ult. Great. Huge. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You commit your cooldowns on an angle at the same time as your team is doing something. Good things happen. This is the second time this has happened, and it's the second time you've been rewarded for it. I would probably focus, I don't know. So chat, let's put it this way. Who should we not be focusing right now? Let's simplify things. Hello, Kogami. Who should we not be focusing right now? Look at the situation. Remember, I don't want you overanalyzing the situation. Who is easy to shoot? Who is not easy to shoot? That's your check. That's your checklist. Ball, Echo, sure. Tracer as well, probably. They're not within your LOS. They're not low HP. You don't worry about them. I know Brig is rallying, but your Echo, you can kill her easily. Sigma, sure. Maybe Echo if she comes near you. But yes, Sigma, Brig. Simplify the decision making for yourself. Choose a target based off of how he's there to shoot.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Not a huge fan of this copy. You had both of your abilities ready and you were in a great position. I would prefer you to stay here and make them get rid of you, because you don't necessarily do a lot. Like, I know it sounds greedy, but it's like, if you are so aggressive and they're not doing anything about you, just keep playing Echo. You're Echo, man. You do a butt ton of damage. You can do a lot as Echo. So yes, this might work to build a good flex, but like I don't think this is necessary. I think you just stay here, just keep shooting away. And also save this round to see your horrendous. Oh my gosh, dude! You actually walked into her swing. You are an embarrassment to humanity. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you could have just stayed there, mashed mouse 1 until you're like, 80 HP, and then copied if you needed to, Probably would have killed the Brig even faster, and you would still have your ultimate here. So I want you being more proactive with going aggressive, forcing them to focus you, so that then you can ult and kill them, or they don't focus you, and then you just stay Echo and kill them. Interesting strategy here. I don't really like the strategy. They're very clearly going to get a recontest, so I prefer you to get off of cart and play a better position here. Right now, your Tracer should be the one on cart, and your Brig should definitely not be the one on cart. You guys don't have any ultimates here, but you guys do have map control, which is, accounts for a lot. It's like a free ultimate. Hey, you come in with an ultimate, now you guys have to use an ultimate to, to get space. So I'd much rather prefer your Tracer on cart, and I definitely don't want you on cart. For you, I'd probably say maybe you could spam this angle here. Maybe you could be playing up here, right along here, where you can abuse the sight lines here to go aggressive. It's up to you. I'm not gonna sit here and like go over the pros and cons. Big stick forces trans early. I need you to stay on this angle. Okay, this is good. This is what we like to see. I don't know where your Brig is. Oh, your Brig is mispositioned. Coomber! You know better than this, brother. This is terrible. He should be playing up here. Get off of cart. Screw cart. They just use mines and trance. You guys we can literally make them waste both these ultimates and do absolutely nothing, because you guys can actually hold the space. They can't force you off the space. The Zen's in trance. So just hold your angle here. Good. Huge. Okay. Chat. This is what we're talking about. This is the danger of overextending as I go. So you are going in with your ball, but you're a little late. And then this is the danger. Do you see the danger, chat? What's the danger? Why should Tracer be in cart? Because Tracer is extremely fast, mobile, and can just like screw off. And her setup time is like you can ball being in cart is okay too. I think maybe in that situation because your Tracer had pole spin Tracer on high ground, then I would probably have your ball here. But yeah, this is exactly what happened on second point where you see the echo and you're like echo, and you right after the echo and the Zen kills you. This time it's like, oh, Zen Brig, and you go Zen Brig, and then the echo kills you. This is why you can't just hard commit without fighting for map control first, without fighting for angles. Like right now, you need to look at the situation right here. This has to be fast. This has to be fast. Because look at how you're positioned right now. Do you see how, like if we turn on overlays here, do you see a problem here? Do you see a problem? It's like a tomato sandwich, man. Like between two big blue loaves. You're about to get your cheeks clapped. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not what you want. You're literally surrounded by blue. That tells me that you have no business for going this aggressive because you have not earned it. You have not made the ball go away. You have not burned the echo's cooldowns. You've not, forced a Tracer out. You have done nothing. You've cheated and gone straight for backline, which means now you're going to be hard focused. You're going to be easily pincered. Like this is map control. The echo has a good angle. The ball has a good angle. They got that angle because they used trance and mines, which force your Zen and Sigma to back off. If your Zen and Sigma didn't back off, then this echo could not do what she's about to do to you because she would be killed. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of these things. You cannot go in aggressive while your backline is playing passive because their angle got cleared. So what's the simple answer? Because I know I've said a lot of big words. So what's the simple way of looking at this? Okay, right now they have used trance and mines. I do not want you going in aggressively backline. You can shoot backline, you can stick backline, but you do not go aggressively backline until your team has retaken the space. And they have not. So timing was fine. Positioning was not. The timing of you doing something while your ball goes in, well, okay, your timing was actually a little late. Let's be honest. You were a little behind your ball clears out, and then now you're just by yourself. But how you position yourself to do something was not good. Because you have to understand something. Yes, the Zen Brig want to be pressured, but if they're playing so far in and so conservative in that tunnel that you can't reliably shoot them without dying to their echo, then that means that they're also not in a good position to reliably kill anything else. For example, if we go back to when you actually die to this Zen, look at what the Zen's LOS is. Ball goes in. If the Zen stays here, you don't care if you can't shoot him. You don't care if it's hard for you to stick him. He's out of the fight. He can see one person on your team. One. Meanwhile, their Sigma is completely isolated. Your Zen could go back and peek this way, and you guys could hard focus their Sigma, and he would get zero support. Right? The only way he gets support is if the Zen Brig come out aggressive, in which case you can start shooting them again. So you're forcing aggression on targets that you can't reach. So that's like the third time that's happened. Shoot what's easy. Shoot what's easy. What's available. And then you will kill things. Don't get your cooldowns forced. Don't get your cooldowns forced. That was a nice little stick there. That almost landed.
Mobility increased.
Careful. Okay. Okay. So again, why are you shooting Why are you shooting? Okay. Why are you shooting Sigma and not Echo? Okay. Because he's available. He's aggressive. I'd say their Sigma's probably a little too hyper aggressive because he's showing a lot of shield while their ball and Tracer are just kind of AFK. So I don't like what their Sigma's doing. But what you're doing, shooting his shield, is correct. It's easy. That was some really nice shots there. Those are some great shots. Obviously, being good mechanically opens up who you can shoot, right? If you can hit those shots, then shooting Echo there is even more value than Sigma, because you shooting Sigma shield will force him like burn shield HP. But if you burn the Echo, she has to like screw off. She has to go back, get armor pack. She might have to drop all the way down. Force like that's excellent, especially because you didn't even use a cooldown to do it. So, good job. Okay, good. Just chill. You guys have rotated safely thanks to some of your shots. Now this is a really great stick, but I want you to be really careful about this. You don't really have an advantage in this duel, and I want you to tell me why. So if you're watching this VOD over again, Strax's speed, by the way, thank you for the fall. I want you to pause the VOD right now and tell me why you need to be careful of this. In chat, you guys can even answer this as well. So, yes, you have Discord. Yes, you have Harmony. But if you're not careful, this Echo also will. So I want you to not be very careful about how overextending you are. I also have a small problem with your LOS early on here. You have to keep your head in a swivel. For example, like right now, shooting Echo, great job. Sticky fails, nice. But right now, you have no idea that the Echo is here. That's concerning. Okay? This is concerning. You need to know where the Echo is, because you need to know which target you need to be shooting. Because right now, you are thinking, oh, I'm going to shoot, what is it, ball, I guess? Yeah, no, Sigma, then ball, right? Which is fine, but then you don't even realize the Echo's on top of your face, which is a problem. This is where the problem results. So, proper target selection is a result of you actually being able to see the battlefield. You didn't see Echo because you didn't look, you didn't know where she was, so you almost ended up dying to her because you didn't have the proper targets chosen. Okay. Sure. By the way, I know you guys are probably cleaning up this fight just as well, but I want to point out, just to prove a point, do you see how you took a lot of damage here? And you're like, what? You took a lot of damage because of what your team did and who you focused. This right here, this is not good. This is where their Sigma could very easily kill almost all of you guys. If he landed a couple more volleys or got a little bit of help, this could be really, really bad for you and your team. Why? Because again, if we looked at the spectate overlay, you guys get an advantage, great job, you kill the Echo. But who should you guys be pushing right now? Should you guys be going for backline? Not really, no. I don't think there's any rush here. You guys instead should shoot, kill, or clear the Sigma, then go backline. Again, if I draw a spectate overlay over this, you guys are in a blue sandwich. I mean, yeah, Kefi is trying out, so. But yeah, this is what we don't like to see. We like to see you get an advantage, clear the angle, then go backline. Don't skip steps. If you skip steps, that's how you let them clutch. Like if this Tracer comes in here and lands a stick, you guys are screwed. Clear the Tracer, clear the Sigma, then go backline. Don't skip steps. Especially the people that aren't in position to. Like if your ball Tracer want to go backline, if they're already there, sure. But you guys, you can't turn your back on them to go skip steps. And you guys can see it here. You guys took a lot of damage there. Like you almost died to Tracer and Sigma. Okay. Nice. So who you're shooting, your target priority in terms of making it easy on yourself and not trying to skip steps. Keeping your head in a swivel. Proper target priority. Because even in that fight that you won, you still twice let your target priority slip. Now I'm going to let the kill on the Zen and Brig go where you go inside because it might have been following a target call. So obviously if a team calls push, follow the call. It's better to follow the call than just have proper macro or micro, whatever. But still, it's not good. You can see how it was sketch. Go kill Tracer. She's way too deep. She's doing what you did on second attack, where you guys went all the way in here and then you end up dying. She might not die here, but she's going to get all of her blinks and her recall forced, and that's going to mean that she's going to be AFK for like 10 seconds. Bad news. Somehow, your Tracer dies. Good. Just keep shooting. Yeah, see, this is just sloppy from your team. This is another situation where I don't understand why your Brig and Zen continue to split. Like, looking at the situation right here, you guys have the right idea, pushing up and taking space. But why is your Brig pushing card? Why isn't your Tracer pushing card? I do not understand. I understand that your Tracer has Pulse Bomb. But okay, even then, why isn't your Ball pushing card then? Or you pushing card? You have copy. Your supports can see you from here. Like, there's multiple better options than splitting your Brigs in. This is really bad. And then your Tracer dies in backline because she goes in way too early. Let me look at Kafi's POV. What was he doing?
Keep the pressure on. We can't let up now. I could use some healing. Payload is on its way.
Absolutely platinum. Plat. What is he doing? He's like staging in front of the enemy team and then decides midway through, I'm gonna go for a stick completely by himself. No ball pressure, no echo pressure, nothing. Oh. Take that as a lesson. Don't ever go for plays like that by yourself, man. You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. Wait for some help. Yeah. I hear you kind of low. What? Ooh, serious? Thanks to the fall? I assume that's your name? Yeah, just keep spamming here. Play outside of Zen LOS preferably. Shoot Sigma Shield. Shoot them. There's nothing you can do here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is juicy. Okay. Chat. They're walking into a red sandwich. I've never used this term before, but I'm gonna keep using it. Do you see it? I'm gonna zoom way out. Do you see how this Echo going in too aggressively while on main and not on an angle? If this Echo goes in aggressively on the Sigma here, there's no way you can kill her. But because she just goes down the main, she's dead. She's dead. She's probably dead here. She's doing the exact same mistake that you made earlier, where you turned off your brain, you didn't scout angles or position yourself to where you could push angles properly, and just died. This Echo should die. Aha! There she goes. There you go. I mean, that's a good trade. You take that. This fight is 100% won. 100%. And you force them to use an ultimate as well. Okay, so there's your lesson. If you're gonna push on an angle. Don't just walk down main like a mouth-breathing moron. You look like a zombie. Cool. Right? You walk right into the trap. You fixed my GPU issues? I think. It wasn't my GPU, it was network. I was dropping frames in network crap, so yeah. But good job. Now you just survived. Just back off. What are you guys doing? What? You guys have lost 2. Your Tracer's still not even positioned yet. I guess you guys are just going to commit. Whatever. You guys might win this because, you know, rally, but... I mean, I guess you had no choice but to go for an aggressive... I mean, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know if you felt the pressure to go really aggressive because you guys are like, okay, we're going to lose if we don't kill somebody. But you did just pop rally. You did just pop mines. And you guys still have okay positioning here. So... Can we predict how you die here? Can we predict how you die? Chat, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you see how we die? And it's the same stinking thing over and over and over again. I'm not even coaching anymore, I'm babysitting. It's like intense agony every single time I look at my screen and you're on it. Look at what you're doing. Do you see what you're doing? Look at this. Look at this. I'll hit. You're walking in front of the Zen. You're not clearing out the angle. You're not playing patient. You're not doing your homework first. You're just going, ironically, what you just did to this Echo, she's now doing to you. You're walking right in front of the middle of the enemy team. The best thing you can do right now is either passively spam this Sigma or this Echo / Sigma, or shoot the ball. Or maybe you could come in from here and go really aggressive and maybe, like, you know, use an ultimate in their backline. But you can't skip steps. You cannot skip steps and just go right down main. So you either need to be looking to use your ultimate on an angle or a flank, you either need to be passively playing on this angle or flank, or you just die. If you go down main, you die. You've gone down main like 3 times in a row, or not paid attention to angles, and you're dying to these angles over and over and over. Like, it's remarkable how disappointing you are. It's remarkable. You guys will win spawn wars, so you guys will at least get a little bit of a push here. But it's just really poor. It's just really poor gameplay here. I don't know why you're sticking that. Like, there's absolutely nothing. Like, this is where your pressure wants to go. Like, who cares about that over there? Maybe you land it, maybe you don't. Okay. Again, I have problems with your team. I don't know what Kumber is on or what he's smoking, but like, this isn't the play. You need your Briggs in on high ground and your Tracer or Ball or Echo push cart. Now you have ultimate, so you could probably push cart just fine. And you could just copy Sigma and you're cash money, okay? I can't believe I just said that unironically on stream. I apologize for saying cash money. I am not indeed 12 years old. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with this. I guess your best bet here is just to continue to play slow and spam what you can see. I don't really like this angle as Echo. The only reason I said you could be cart here is because you have ultimate, so you can just copy Sigma. But obviously, optimally, you would like to be playing like an angle here where you have a better spam and you can actually push. Because again, if you play here, you cannot push. Because they're 100% going to be here, and they're 100% going to be here. And if you push, you're going to walk right into an Echo beam again. So hopefully... That's a great stick. That's really, really well done. That's just a great mechanical play. And you do have a good angle here. If they do push your team up here, which they are, you're going to be able to get a good angle from this location. Fine. You need to be really careful. Okay, is this post-nerf Sigma? We'll find out. Because you're going to need to be really careful about deploying and removing your shield. Okay, there's your shield. Yeah, so this is post-nerf Sigma, and you're not used to it. Because you're like, oh, I'm good, I'll just, shield. And you're like, oh, shoot, I don't have shield. So, obviously, just leaving your shield there would have been fine, and then don't worry about it. You just leave your shield and just smack away on the Echo, and you'll be just fine. But you drop it, and then, problematic. Nice rock, though. Unfortunate. So, I don't have a problem with the ultimate. You went in aggressively. I like when people use their Echo ultimates as second lives to enable a really aggressive play. You Echo ulted without really being in a position to where you were under pressure. You just kind of ulted. I mean, you did get shot by the Echo once. Looked like a headshot as well. But I'm going to give you some slack here because it feels like it should be easy to build your flux here. And this would be you get your flux, GG's, and this is last fight too. So I don't think the ult in of itself is bad. It's just unfortunate you lost so much shield so fast. And your positioning wasn't amazing. It would have been a little better if you'd been able to get on high ground earlier. Or you just, like I said, prioritize cart and build your ult from there. Okay, don't give a rip. Wait, what? You guys are gonna win this? You guys are gonna win this. You guys are not gonna win this. You guys are gonna win this. If Echo dies, you win. Poggers! That's a pog in the chat! Pog, pog, pog! Oh, maybe not. Ah! Maybe you win. You guys don't have another ultimate. That's not good. Oh, you guys have Trent soon. Poggers! Easy. London Spitfire starting roster now. Okay. Pog, 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 pog. Okay. So, major issues. Major issues. What do you guys think? What do you guys chat think? What do you guys in chat think? Hey, go on, Rum. It's going well. I'm not completely hoarse. I'm only experiencing sharp, occasional pains in my stomach from this gameplay. Dog Davis, think 1, 2, 3, 4, think full. He needs to let other players have a chance. True. Okay, so my opinion is that you are not very good at your target priority. You don't like to be patient. Like, you don't like to clear angles before you go for go targets. You just kind of go in. A lot of it is due to some of your positioning is really poor. You just kind of sit on main instead of sitting on an angle and fighting and clearing out that angle. And then your ultimates are pretty I mean, there's a lot of fights where you had your ultimate and it didn't really look like you were setting up to use it. And then when you did use it, it was like, you didn't really need to use your ultimate there. At least the one in second. The one in third was understandable. But definitely some more decision making needed. Boy, that's some specific coaching there. Yeah, better decision making. That's what needs to be done. No, but like just in general, like the whole concept of like, you know, you're playing, your team's here and you're over here, and you're just kind of like bypassing things and going down main. You know, either to chase an Echo or a Zen, and then you're dying from the crossfire, right? Like that is a huge part of the reason of why you're dying. What is it, like 3 times now? And it should have been more. And it's screwing with your target priority as well, which means that you're getting less done. It's not only you're dying more, you're getting less done. So, you know, focus on shooting the right targets in your positioning, and then, you know, like, again, that's just situational. Like, it's what you see. If the Echo pushes into you, then you kill the Echo. If there's a Sigma shield, shoot the Sigma shield. But you focus on clearing the angle so that then you can go backline, or then you can go aggressive. Do not skip steps. Okay, don't get your cooldowns forced, please. It's kind of a weird positioning, but like, I would definitely not go in that far. Very, very dangerous. You know, your walk, that Tracer might be harmonied. She might just like one clip you right there, because like, remember, if you're here, your Zen and Break can't see you, right? So you don't. This is literally a raw 1v1. You don't want to take a raw 1v1. Fight dirty. Play right here, where you can get an Harmony Orb and stick her from here. Also, let's admire Tracer. She's dabbing on the haters. Look at this. Look at that drip. Look at that drip, boys. Look at that drip. Oh, I honestly don't know what drip means, but it feels like something that Tracer would have right about there. She's literally just jackhammering herself right now. Poggers. Okay. Okay. I ask, is this what we should be doing in Echo right now? Honest question. Is this what this Echo should be doing right now? He's dripped out? Yeah, for sure. Is this it? What's our criterion, okay, for a target priority with Echo? Why is poking at the enemy Echo not the best? So we've already seen at least 2 or 3 times where we should have targeted Echo when we didn't, right? So why is it bad to target it now? Like, remember, we're not explaining don't ever target Echo. We're explaining the base concept so that you can then make proper target priority choices for the rest of your life, any class, any hero. There's a low chance to kill her from that range. It's not just the kill chance, though. What is it, Alpha? What is it, Alpha? It's not just the kill threat that's low. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not looking for kills. Kills are a result of doing things right. It's not just farming ult either. It's not just farming ult. I'm looking for like a word. Can you guys give me? Yes, pressure. Pressure leads to kills. Pressure helps you hold space. Pressure is what allows them. Them pressuring your ball. Remember when your ball peaked here like a moron? Them pressuring your ball is what led to your Sigma getting killed, because your ball had tear out of there, and your Sigma got no help. And the Sigma dies. Right now, which Echo is doing more? Like, when I think of pressure, just think of it as it's doing stuff, you know? It's doing stuff. It's putting out damage. It's putting out heals. It's getting value. I know everybody hates that word. This is like, okay, here. Which Echo is doing more? Okay. Primary fire. She shoots Tracer. Okay. She's not really doing great either. She didn't even land a stick, and she shot Tracer some. But even then, she's still doing more than you, because she's actually sometimes shooting the right people. You might land a couple shots on her, but all it takes is a Harmony Orb, and then she's fine. Whereas you could be actually putting out real damage here, real pressure. There's no way this Sigma and Zen should be rotating this free. Look at this. Look at this Sigma shield. Look at that. You see that? No, there's no way. I was gonna turn on the heat, but the heat's already high. I'm just cold. 600 shield walking through a choke. Are you kidding me? So I don't just want to explain the concept. I want you to see the consequences of this concept. You don't. You shoot Echo across the map. You do hit basically none of your shots. No, and I'm saying you're not good mechanically. That's just a ridiculously hard shot to hit. So now look at this Sigma Zen Brig, right? Now they're not rotating proper because they don't know how to play the game apparently. But they're under no pressure at all. Your Zen Brig, who had the high ground, and you, who had the better angle than the enemy Echo, are the ones that actually had to back off from peeking first. That's like working out every day of your life to go to a fighting competition and losing to a 120-pound pipsqueak. It shouldn't happen for the amount of work, for the advantage that you have. Like, pressure and value is like the equivalent of landing a sleep dart. This Echo shooting the shield and shooting your Sigma and you not shooting them is the equivalent of like an Ana missing a sleep and an Ana landing a sleep. Also, what is this? What is that? Like what? Okay, never mind. Why are there just these little cheeks sticking out? It's just ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, so right now you just need to look at the battlefield and say, okay, who is easy for me to shoot? Going for plays like this in the Tracer, these work because if it's really easy to stick the Tracer, right? When she doesn't know you're there. That's why flanks work. You guys think about flanks, like McCree flanking behind you guys? Why do people go for those plays? Because it makes it really easy to get kills. Because they're not looking for you to be there. They don't expect you. They're moving in a straight line. They're standing out in the open. You get free kills. Doing the easy things, making easy decisions, generally leads to good plays. Like right there. You know, anyway. I won't harp on it anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of Sigma shields showing right here. There's a Brig and Zen just standing in main. And now you go for a right click, but you can't, well, you don't go for like, but you're looking for a right click, but you had to back off. Why? Because the Tracer's all the way in. Why is she all the way in? Because her team's all the way in. Why is her team all the way in? Because you didn't shoot her. You didn't shoot him. There's literally, you can see this as a, what is it, the butterfly effect of you might lose this entire first fight because you didn't shoot Sigma shield in the first 3 seconds of the fight. And because they're going to be able to rotate, they're going to be able to stay safe. Yeah, it's just atrocious. The Sigma shield's full HP, so Sigma can play more aggressive, more pressure on you guys. Now we're shooting the right things. I don't love this aggression here. It's not really great. You know, like I want you, like you deepening angle here is okay, but you know, just be careful. Oh, your Sigma got booped. Maybe you went in aggressively because you knew your Sigma got booped, but you're desynced with your ball a little bit. Like, it's hard for me to even like coach you now because you guys were so far behind from the very get-go. Oh, that's huge. Okay, right now, chat. Who are the 2 people that our Echo should be shooting? And I'll go further. Which team has the advantage right now? And why? Like, in other words, which team will likely win this fight? And why? I'll cheat for you guys. Hey, Gecko. Do you see? Do you see what I see? I would bet $50. So that's Zork. So that's actually a good point. I think Zen is a really big contributor of who wins fights in this meta for sure. I'd like say losing a Zen, like I would rather have a Zen than a Tracer almost, or a ball even. But I think this point, the point I'm trying to make is even more important than that. It's who actually has a sandwich. Like screw the Sigma. Obviously he's off screen. Red has the map. Blue rotated underneath. I understand why they did that, but Red has the map. You have all the angles in the world. So in terms of who you should be shooting, well, Echo or ball. Whoever's easy. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you shoot people who are hard to shoot because they're like 1 HP. Sometimes, I'm not saying always shoot, but even right now, like you going for ball here, I like that. I like that you didn't go all the way for the Echo and potentially, die to something along the way, pushing into the middle of the enemy team. I like that. I like you just made the safe call and went for ball here. Look at that. I'm surprised you didn't beam ball, or at least try to, but maybe he was a higher HP. Yeah, he's higher HP. But I like that. Now what I really don't like is what you're doing right now. I really don't like this. Remember, you have all the angles and all the space. All you have to do right now is just stand here and shoot ball. And maybe peek in here and shoot here if you're a ball tracer going. But there's no reason to force anything. Why are you... This is... This is, again... Not only are you going into a brig, you are giving up all of your angle just to push into them. There's a reason why, like, the whole Vancouver Titans, like, early Moira Goats strategy of just press W didn't work against really good Goats teams that were good at angles and stuff. Because it doesn't matter how hard and fast and decisive your push is if it's stupid. Now, that's a good strategy a lot of time, especially with uncoordinated teams. But right now, even if your ball tracer went in hard, there's still a very high potential chance of one of you dying. Even though you're like going in together. Because there's no reason for you to be pushing into that without clearing or like playing your angles. There's no reason. You're going all the way. And you guys remember the tracer VOD yesterday? When the tracer blinked into the backline before they even walked through the choke for a pulse bomb? This is what's happening right here. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. Find the echo. Shoot. Spam them from safety. I have no idea what you're doing in here. If you're going to do that, have follow-up, not yourself. Yeah, I mean, could have 5v5, and we could say with confidence that Red was going to win, and guess what? Red wins. By the way, can I point out something very funny? You waste your stickies, that's funny enough. How does your tracer die? And how do you as an echo almost die? Or no, or your ball almost dies. Your Zen doesn't have LOS on her. I wonder why your Zen doesn't have LOS on her. She goes in too fast. She pushes in too hard. If she had just chilled here within Zen LOS and then pushed her angle once she had support, that would have worked, but she got too greedy. Like, you can boil down like almost every single death, probably 70% of deaths, to somebody mispositioning themselves and pushing down main. Hey, recently. Okay. Chat, who should he be shooting right now? It's going pretty well. I have less issues with you shooting Echo here. She's a little closer. But I still would probably prioritize Zen at this distance. If Echo gets closer, screw her up. Okay, chat. Should our Echo... Okay, let's not say should. Because that makes it... That implies that it's the best decision. Is it okay for Echo to be doing this? Somebody in chat tell me this. What do you guys think? Is it okay for our Zen to be doing this? Or Echo to be doing this? Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? This is tough, isn't it? It's tough. Now, here's the thing. I don't think there is a right or wrong answer here, but I want to make sure that you're saying it's right or wrong for the right reason. Saying no is okay only because either A, she's discorded right now, which means you don't want to really take a duel now, or B, you could say, oh, not really, because it'd be better for you to be shooting main because you do more damage that way and let your tracer duel tracer. Because like Echo dueling a tracer is okay, but like it could be better if you were shooting main and your tracer is doing tracer, right? But yes is also acceptable because you are playing within your team's LOS, you are playing within your angle, and the tracer's in your lawn, right? You could very easily clear out tracer here without dying, very easily. This tracer is doing what you did on second point attack. I keep bringing that up, but she's overextending. She's not going to be able to get very much support from her. Keep pressuring her to waste. Cooldown's right, because it's very cheap. Your team doesn't need really Harmony Orb right now, or Armor Packs right now. So you could very easily clear out this angle. So I don't think it's necessarily the best thing you could be doing right now. I think spamming down main is probably the better thing to do right now. Because that's what Echo's better at, right? It's just like you look at your hero and like, okay, is it my hero better at dueling Tracer or beating the crap out of the enemy backline or dueling their Echo? But it's not a feed, because that's why I don't want you to be like, okay, I never duel Tracer. Well, I mean, maybe if you can get support and she can't, right? Just like you going for stickies here. Was it a weird play? Yes, but there's logic behind it. I didn't like how far you pushed in. That was not good. But the logic is there. Remember the concept. So yeah, I'm not happy that you're discorded though. You are in a little bit of danger. Oh, and did your brig miss pack? I swear I heard pack, but I didn't see it. Or did she pack your Sigma? Oh, she just didn't even pack you. Okay, I thought they were looking at you. But yeah, that was the danger of, you know, being discorded there. And obviously because you didn't really do anything with the tracer there, you know, through partially mechanics, decision making, team not following up, whatever, it does mean that this team did rotate for free and you did have done literally nothing. So not great. Didn't work out. I'm not going to nitpick it too much. I am a little concerned at your flight path here. This is where you need to immediately drop as soon as you see this, because you're an easy discord. Echo can spam you, no cover. So you need to instantly drop. You guys are, honestly, you guys won the last fight, but you guys did a really bad job of retaking the space. You let them rotate on high ground. It's not good. I mean, that's good. Like, that's the second time in a row you've essentially gotten a solo kill with Sticky. So we love to see it. By the way, do you notice how... What mistake is this Echo making? Chat, what mistake is this Echo making? What mistake is this Echo making? Can you guys tell me? Is she playing her angle? Is she playing her angle? Is she pushing her angle? Is she keeping her head on the swivel? Or is she clumping? Clumping or not? I mean, obviously the answer. Yeah, she's clumping. She's clumping. Find a new insult? Alright, alright. You're gonna make me whip out my list. For this Echo too. Oh boy. This poor Echo. I need some more new ones, but I got good ones. Okay. Okay, I got a good one. Alright. This Echo is clumping. So what does this mean? Well, this means that you can press W on your angle and she's completely screwed. She's got nowhere to go. She's got nowhere to feed. She's so hard focused on your ball. Look at your team. Look at your team, like, positioning right here. Do you see the sandwich here? Like, somewhere this Echo is robbing a village of an idiot. Okay? That's what we've got right now. Because she's literally handing you a free kill. Just, here, take it. You see this? Do you see this? What she should be doing instead is, as the ball engages, if she wants to look at the ball a little bit, fine. But she doesn't give up her positioning, and she should be shooting you. She should be shooting you, or she should be shooting Tracer. She should not be going hard in towards the core. She should be shooting you. Right? Look at this. If the ball engages here, and she starts shooting you, you can no longer go hard in. If you can no longer go hard in, you can no longer kill her team. You see what I'm saying? This is the concept of why, like, if you have a monkey dive your backline and you're like an Ashe, you don't want to like run towards your Zen and coach gun the monkey away. You want to stay away, stay in the angle, and punish people that try and capitalize off of the space of the monkey going in, right? Because this ball going in doesn't really do a lot, but it does mean that your Tracer and your Echo and your Zen can play more aggressive. That's who the Echo needs to be looking at. You could ult this if you want to. Probably not necessary though. Yeah, probably not necessary. Nice shots. So satisfying, man. Example of a really, really well designed hero that's unbalanced. Because she is so fluid and fun to play and fun to watch. Just busted. Okay. This is another situation where, again, I don't really feel like this is what Echo is best at. But because you're doing it, like, you're doing it unexpectedly, you know, you're doing, it's easy, right? Remember what we said? Like, do the easy play, shoot the easy play. If you are going to go, like, duel the Tracer, do it while you have an advantage. Do, like, either with Harmony Orb, Discord. You know, she doesn't know you're here, so that's an advantage in of itself. This is probably going to instantly force recall. Yeah. So there you go. Like, that's fine. Now I want you to immediately go back and start shooting backline. Or, like, why? Because that's who's easy to shoot at this range. If you shoot Echo, you're wasting your time. If you shoot ball, you're wasting your time. And not only that, but you're gonna get some follow-up on your build as well. Huge. And here's the thing. If you just hard went in, inted as a result of that, you would die to this Echo. So all you have to do now is just chill and keep spamming, clearing your angles. Like right now, just shoot Sigma Shield. Just shoot Sigma Shield. Now shoot Echo. Be careful, don't overextend. Okay. Nice. Honestly, the teams are kind of unfair here, in my opinion. At least from what we've seen so far. I'm not impressed at all by the enemy backline. Their movement has been atrocious. Okay, right now, chat, who should he be shooting right now? I'm going to keep asking this question again and again and again because everything is a result of how he's positioning and who he's shooting. His positioning here is like kind of awkward because first point of defense is kind of awkward. But yeah, ball, right? Ball. So, ball, why? Because he's the easiest target to shoot right now. Right? There's no rule about, oh, Echoes have to mark ball. It's just he's the easiest target to shoot. You hold your angle and you hold mouse 1. You could sticky him, you can do whatever you want. You can even look for a beam, but you just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. This is actually a BH tryout recently, sorry. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Scrim is fine. Okay, again, why are you going for this? Why are you going for this? These are easy targets to hit. You have a great angle. These are very easy targets to hit from this. You don't need to be chasing ball and tracer right now because not only are you not very good at dealing with those heroes, but they're going to be hard hit where they're positioned right now. So right now, hard int on these guys and pop your ultimate, which I assume is your plan. If you do pop your ultimate here, I'll be very happy because this looks like you're setting up to use your ultimate, which is making me happy because on attack you did a very poor job of setting up your ultimate. That's so unfortunate. Just pop your ultimate. Rock him. Oh, what? What? You got robbed. That's hilarious. Okay. Positioning wise, I'm gonna go back a little bit. That was funny. I don't want you flying out here. I don't like this very much. I would much rather have you to play closer to like this corner here and like keep spamming here. It's like I like this angle better, and it means that you're set up better to use your Sigma ultimate. This you're like if I use my ultimate, I'm just gonna drop in main and you don't want to be there. So I prefer you just kind of play in the corner. I don't like you flying up the middle of nowhere. That is hilarious. What happened, man? I gotta see this in slow motion. Oh, Borkin with the save. You guys, I mean, I don't know if this you would have clutched this with the rock, but Borkin literally just like zooms in there, man. That's hilarious.
Circuits engaged. Wrecking balls.
Yeah, you're kind of in an awkward position right now. You're not in a good position to do anything, so that's actually unfortunate. Oh, you guys are committing. Okay, so this is huge. You guys are committing. Do you have Harmony Orb? Please let me have Harmony Orb. Oh, he does. Okay, so this is a perfect situation for you guys to clutch. Perfect. Troll Might thinks of the fall. Probably not going to clutch this. You guys probably lose this. But if you're going to clutch, it's going to look like this. Because what the enemy team did is they used their ultimates. They got sloppy and they all crashed on the cart. So if we like look at our spectate overlay here, you see the little bit of a red sandwich we have here? Your Zen managed to somehow get Harmony Orb on you before he tranced, which is massive, which means that you can literally just AFK up here and just unload on the guys in the cart. So this is good. You guys probably won't clutch this, but if you're going to clutch it, it's going to be like this. Unfortunately, you miss your sticks. I think you're shooting the right target, though. Probably would not have gone in as hard as you did. Like, for example, like, this is another situation where maybe you just thought the fight was lost, but, like, why are you going in? Like, why are you going all the way in? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you just, like, playing here? The cart has space to move. You guys are okay. Why are you going all the way in? Is this fight even winnable? This fight is winnable. Yeah, this fight is winnable, man. Like, think about how long this fight goes on and how much you would have gotten done if you'd been alive for it. So, you just throw yourself on main, on the clump. You're clumping. And I think this was like part of a result of you thinking like, oh, I have to clutch, but you really didn't. It was an even fight at that point. They had slightly better positioning, but you had a really good angle. I'm really frustrated. I'm tired of seeing you go pushing it main and dying, chasing something. Please don't die. Please don't die. Come on, Caffey. Caffey made the same mistake you did. He overextended too early before your team could be there to support him. Chat. Who's the Echo shoot? Any clumpers? Yeah, pretty much. Who should the Echo shoot? Who are the 2 targets I would probably prioritize in this circumstance? Ball, maybe. Why am I not as big on the ball right now? Why? Why am I not as big in the ball? Don't overthink it. Because Echo is isolated? I mean, partially. I just think the ball right now is kind of hard to shoot, like where he's positioned. He'll be a little bit harder to poke out. He's a little far away, right? He's a little far away. You'd have to walk in front of their Echo to get to him. Yeah, he's a little sketch right now. For me, I would either pressure Sigma Shield and force him to back off, or I'd be looking at that Echo a little bit, because she's pretty aggressive, right? And if you go aggressive at anything else, she's going to kill you. So I'd probably be looking at Echo right now. She's your gatekeeper right here. Right now...
Show us the drip.
Show us the drip. I don't even know what the drip is. Is a drip a dance? Is a drip a dance? Is a drip a dance? What is the drip? The drip. I don't know what the drip is. So I will get you a quality... Oh, outfit? Show us the drip. All right, here's the drip, y'all. Here's the drip. The drip is gray sweatpants, black socks, underwear, because men are always come prepared. This ball and white t-shirt with the Mentalist car. You guys ever seen the Mentalist? Yeah? And a sweatshirt. And a really wise face. I should hold something like, you know, something carnal. Here. How about my Torb hammer? Torb hammer. Yeah, here. Here it is right here. Here's the drip, boys. I'm thinking like parental warning on the side, you know, explicit content. This is it right here. Something like all my, you know, like cash money and no friends, you know, like that's what we're thinking. Yeah, it's a little hot in here right now. I'm steaming up the joint. Shooters better run, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ice on my neck? Yeah, well, it's a little crispy. Not gonna lie. Holy moly. Earbuds. Okay. Alright. Okay, now, who does the Echo shoot now? Who does the Disperse shoot? Who does Disperse shoot? Chat. Who does Disperse shoot? Ball. Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys are figuring this out. Exactly. You forced Echo out, now you shoot ball, you send ball back, and then once ball screws off, you're pretty much clear to just start shooting backline. Like, you guys are figuring this out. You guys are getting smart. It's just it's like a, it's almost like what is a good word for this? It's almost like a puzzle piece. It's like you do one after the other, and it slowly comes together. You do step 1, then you can go to step 2, and then you go to step 3. Okay, who's the biggest threat? Who's the biggest threat? Who's easiest to shoot? Who's easiest to pressure? And then just literally just go down the list. Right? Right now you should be swapping the ball. Fine? Huge. Okay, this I don't like. I don't know what your team is doing. Actually, I don't even know where your Zen is. Where's your Zen? Where the flip? Sorry guys for the profanity. Where is your Zen? Yeah, your team is just being kind of stupid. This is where the fight happened. Like, okay, chat. This is where the fight is won or lost, right here. If you guys win this, this moronic ball tracer overextending, if you guys had a single harmony orb on this, Cage dies and or the ball has to screw off, and or both. I don't understand why you guys are pushing this. Like this is where you guys are in the fight, because then you guys can go main. I don't know what's going on. You should not be abandoning this. I don't know what your team is calling something. And G, like, you know, your Zen overextends because he doesn't have angle support and just dies. That's just your Brig Zen being just brain dead, and like that's not, or whoever called that push is brain dead. Maybe your Sigma is like looking to flux, in which case you don't flux until you clear out the angle, or you screw it, flux the ball. You know, I don't know, man. Now you're in a really bad spot. Now you just kind of have to clutch. Yeah, it's like nothing you can do there. Chat, congratulations, you're smarter than GM players. I'm kidding, but kind of. Whoa, what was that sticky? Holy Teresa. I don't even know what Holy Teresa means. Oh, you just ate a stick. Gnarly. I don't even blame you for that. That's actually unlucky. That's a huge stick. You're a GM player. Nobody asked, Sam. Just go sit down, okay? Go sit down. Honestly. Canadians aren't allowed to have opinions or statements or say anything at all. That's just a crazy stick. I don't really blame you for that. You weren't overextending. You were still in your team's space, or you should have been at that point. But probably would have stayed Echo. Definitely would have stayed Echo. Yeah. Because you're like, I'm gonna go Echo. You're like, I'm probably gonna win anyway. And then you're like, oh no. Because the ironic thing is, you take so long to swap to Soldier, you might as well just stay Echo. Echo's not even that much slower than Soldier. You move faster while you're levitating. Chat, can we just admire the fact that you've died for like the 7th time to pushing down main? Like, I understand why you did it here. You felt like the fight was won, so you got a little sloppy. But still, man, like, do you see how you get sandwiched? You got sandwiched again. You got sandwiched again, brother. Again. Hair check? Alright, dude. Alright. Hair check. Y'all, I'm like, You get to have one? Oh, you get to have one opinion? Yeah, that's fine. Briggs in with Echo? Briggs in with Echo is fine. What are you talking about? I should not get a haircut. This is new patch. What's going on with Briggs in on new patch? Is that bad or something? Mercy's in better? I mean, maybe. Probably. I don't know. I haven't scrimmed enough in the last month and a half to know. Mercy Zen just means that your your Echo has to play cautious in your, your Zen has to play cautious. I mean, Brig Zen and Tracer or Zen Mercy is fine. Zen Mercy just punishes sloppy Zens more, and enables your Echo more. And we saw it with the BH and American Tornado show match. I mean, both comps were fine. Brig Zen is a bit more necessary than Mares. Makes sense. Okay, please be careful. Please be careful. Do not get your cooldowns forced. Yes, yes, yes. Good target priority. Like, this is why target priority matters so much. You've prioritized the Echo who's overextended. You forced her to go all the way back to her team. Then you instantly swap to Ball who's overextended, and you send him back to his team. Not only that, but he's now half HP, has no grapple, no E, and is going to demand a metric butt ton of resources right in the middle of a fight. Like, as Echo, if you shoot the right targets, you have the ability to put so much pressure. This is like, obviously it's important with every hero, but with Echo, she does so much damage. It's like being remarkably talented and being a lazy bum versus just being not very good at something and being a lazy bum. You know? Like, if there's like a 6'11" guy who was just a lazy bum and didn't really care about basketball that much, and wasn't that good at it, and he just like did it for a job just because it was giggly, but versus a 6'11" person who tried really hard, like, you have the talent, not the talent, but the tools to put an immense amount of pressure out. You are arguably the most broken character in Overwatch right now. Like, yeah, you have so much responsibility. I don't know, like, how much you guys like clumped up here. You guys gave up the entire map because you guys are terrified of rally. Like, you guys, like, look at this positioning. Like, what is this? What is your backline doing? Like, I really question the backline play in both sides. I think the supports are playing really poor. I don't know who's calling the positioning here, but I've not seen good support positioning almost this entire VOD. Like, this is just atrocious. Like, I honestly feel like if I were you, I'd probably stay here. But even this is gonna be rough. Yeah, I would definitely not move here. Like, stay here. Stay here. Stay in your corner. Stay in your angle. I don't know why you're back with your team. So your team is playing like an idiot. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, all clumping here. This is just moronic. But you should not be here. Your angle position here is atrocious. Because, like, you're letting this Echo just go so aggressive for free. It's not safer for you to be with your team. It's not safer. It's just not. Great power comes great responsibility. I mean, yeah, it does. You guys just gave up the entire map. I have just no idea what you guys are thinking. Nice shot. You guys literally lost, not because of rally, but because of the effects of being scared of rally. When you had trance to counter. Remarkable. Okay. Okay. Yes, shoot Sigma Shield. Shoot Sigma Shield and take this angle, then duel the Echo and send her back to your team, then you go back leg. I don't like your positioning here at all. Like, why are you here? Why are you not up here and shooting Echo? Why are you not like down here and shooting ball? Why are you playing main? Main is where everybody hides from because everybody knows not to play main. Angle, this is where the fight's won and lost. This crap right here. This right here. This is where the fight's won and lost. You know? You shooting the Echo from here. This is where the fight's won and lost. Because the thing is if you go here, I'm not just saying like angles aren't as strong because arbitrarily they're strong. It's because look at the Zen. Can the Zen shoot you? Or heal you? No. Your Zen, your Brig can. You know, if you peek here, your Zen can, but their Zen still can't. You get crossfired. What rank am I? I'm 1950, I think. I was almost gold last week, but you know, elo hell. But yeah, I don't know why you're shooting me. Please stop shooting me. I mean now. But you, like, look at your positioning. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You're the ugliest piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing nothing for your team right now. Do you see how you're like, you don't even know who to shoot right now? If you don't know who to shoot, it's because your positioning is bad. Gold? Am I analyzing? Yes. Nah, I'm telling this player how to play. Listen, brother, these GMs, I'm literally watching this game, and I'm like, holy cow, I could play better than this. Flipping elo hell, man. Jeff Kaplan's got it out for me. I don't know, Kim said. I have no idea. I'm not going to analyze BH. I don't know the juice. I'm not going to share any juice if I did. So, no idea. But yeah, this is atrocious. Like, you do no damage here. Like, if you were on this angle here, you'd be putting a lot more pressure on the Sigma. You'd be putting a lot more pressure on this Zen. You could be, if you were playing, like, an angle even here, like, really conservatively, you could actually, like, kill ball. Like, as it is now, your diamond, I discriminate. Can you analyze your game? I can. It's going to cost you good. I don't coach peasants, man. If you sub and dish out mom's cash, then I'll consider it. Okay, nice. Still not a fan of the angle. That whole ordeal would have been so much easier if you had better position. Please be careful. It's gonna cost you 10 shekels. Only 10. If you get a bad attitude about it, it's up to 100, by the way. Okay, so you guys are going for a rally engage. I'd really like, I know that you're getting armor, but obviously, like, you want to get off of your Brig if you can and, like, split off. So, like, you could, like, split off and, like, legit just solo murder this, like, you don't want to go zoom in. You want to go, hey, we're rallying. Hey, look, this guy's all by himself. He's on an angle. We go kill him. You know? Yeah, you guys overextended. You guys, see, this is, again, like, do we see how your Brig died? How did Coomber die? Chat? Do you see what I see? Do you see it? What do you guys see? Do you have any Zen attendees VODs lined up? I do not, no. I coached Zen, quote-unquote, like, at 4.3, 4.4K level not that long ago. On this very same meta as well. If you guys go back, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, it was flipping, what, I remember his name. He's one of my old buddies. I have like, I remember a lot of things, but I just forget some of the most brain dead things. Chat, help me. Aiden, duh. I'm so stupid. He just hit 4.4K, by the way. Aiden did. First time. But yeah, do you guys see what happens? Like, Brig sandwich. Like, Brig doesn't just push the angle, she pushes into the middle of the enemy team and she dies. Like, this is how you lose. You gave them angle. You gave them an angle as Brig. Even if you're not rallying here, there's a very high chance that you die. Instead, you guys, with your rally, should have been clearing out ball and then solo push Sigma. I will say this as well, though. You guys should have been pushing with your Brig. You guys should have been pushing angle with your Brig. So, you guys have a very high chance of losing this. You're going to copy Tracer, but I don't know if it's going to be turnable. You copied it earlier, too. You didn't need to copy that early. Poggers, just get out. Man. So you have a good angle here, it's good. Just chill. Don't even show yourself. Oh, that's not good at that Echo. Oh, you choked there. That Echo should have died. That Echo pushed down main into the clump. She didn't know you were there, to be fair, but that's a case in point of like how you die there. You destroyed the other team in scrim. Congratulations. Mom proud? Did you tell mom? Should always tell mom. Mom would probably be proud. You guys might lose this actually. You're not getting supported on your angle at all. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You clump that up real bad, and you guys are gonna lose this. Okay. I mean, it's really just the same thing over and over again. It's like well, it's actually a couple of things that's not fair. First off, more important than anything else, have a better understanding and better execution of you clearing out angles and positioning yourself to control angles. You were positioned with clump a lot of times unnecessarily, and that led to you shooting the wrong targets. When you do have the angle, make sure that you're shooting the easy target. Don't like hard force stuff into the middle of the enemy clump. I think that I've hammered that point home enough. And then the last thing I would say is make sure that you have a plan, like have a purpose with your ultimate. Yeah, Kumar got a little excited. Like, have a purpose with your ultimate, because a lot of times it feels like you're just kind of like, okay, I'm pressing Q, and like the one time you actually had a plan for your ultimate, you scuffed it up because freaking Borkin rolled in front of your thing. But you had essentially 0 good ultimates this entire map, which is not good.